We're live on the Underdark Pirates on the Nonfiction Gaming YouTube channel. I accidentally broken my connection to Twitch, so we're live. It's not there.
Nice. Greetings, true believers.
And when last we left our heroes, who wants to give us a bit of a recap of what happened last week?
Well, I was stoned for the longest time, and now I see clearly. That's all I got.
A couple of members of the party got a bit stoned, in fact.
I feel like Thorendir is actually the one who should really talk about his amazing experience.
I thought, Dylan could have just the first real one of his new character in that, but I can do it.
We'll let Thorendir. Thorendir is very good at his captain's logs.
Well, it was all black, and I saw a light in the stone as I prayed to my lord. Not lord, I should say. My deity Muradin, the creator of all things. As I said, none of this was my fault. Everything went wrong because of everybody else. And then, that light grew brighter, and I grabbed it with my fist. And then it exploded, and I came out of my shell with a diamond hand, and then shattered that damn Gorgon to 1,000,000 pieces. And then we rescued a drow lady. Ooh, what was it? Fearity? No, what's her name?
Feara.
Feara. I said Fearity. Yeah, Feara. And then we I swooned her, met our good friend Caden. What was it? Fuck.
Sorn.
Sorry, you've had like 7 characters, man.
Yeah, look, Caden never made it to the party.
That's right. I was about to say Reynard.
Oh Jesus, he's long dead.
And then after that, we all went and visited a whole army of drow, and thus we then made a pact that they would help us fight the Pudding King, and then we would sail them back to their place where they all meet and went because their house is dead. What was that place called, guys? Help me out. Thorendir wasn't paying. What was the place called? The lady.
Badanzan.
That one. Yeah, Thorendir was too busy swimming women. and then we were going back with our new emissary of the drow, which is just Dylan. Sorn. Yes. And
Line.
No, I actually looked at Discord and I saw Dylan and James. Like, fuck, we don't have our characters.
If you're on there, I've put your nameplates up. You're all there. Your character name.
Oh, yeah, I should open up. Wait, is Twitch working or no?
Just on the YouTube channel.
I've got the link. I'll give you the link in the group chat.
Yeah,
there you are.
Thank you. And then we were making our way to town, and then I believe we leveled up.
That's right. So, Sorn, having cured Pauly of the curse.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Pauly's youthful exuberance snapped back to reality.
And my brain too, didn't it?
Correct. So, being returned to your youthful self, removing the curse of the undeath helped you sort of shake off the madness that you've been sort of occasionally lapsing into in the Underdark here. And you remember, everything that happened, and you fondly remember being Thorendir for a time, but you now realize that was false. That you are indeed Pauly, the Parrot.
Yeah, there's just like one side effect that whenever Thorendir now squats, I get a little bit excited.
Yeah, you see his magnificent booty.
I'm not sure whether that was the case beforehand, but it's definitely the case now.
Sorry, I was late. I had to clean up after the dog.
Happy birthday, you fuck!
Happy birthday, mate!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday,
Thanks,
Chief!
Guys, hang on, I just gotta clean up my desk. So
clean the sauce off your beard.
Oh,
the birthday sauce.
I should show you this. I should actually just. I don't know. I just think I saw the figurines in the back of you. Check this out. Check this out. I got this for Scotty. It's a Hello Kitty Gundam.
I love that.
Oh, dude, they're so sick.
Oh
I've been looking at getting one of those.
Yeah.
I got something really cool for my birthday. Check this out. Hey Google,
Yeah.
turn the lights blue.
That's sick.
Try
That is
it.
sick.
Try the color ultramarine.
Ultramarine.
Try it, yeah.
Hey Google, turn the lights ultramarine. There we
Does
go.
it work?
Same shade.
Oh, it didn't change. Oh, my lights ultramarine is different to blue.
This must be the blue light that they speak of.
You should just go
Yeah.
pink.
This is
Pink?
the true Underdark feeling right now.
Actually, no, that's better. Now that it's brighter, which is a little bit too dark before. That's better.
Yeah, no, this. Hang on, that helps.
Yeah.
Um.
Now you can
But,
still see a pretty face.
Well, also like, I got so many lights in
Oh,
this fucking room. Like,
Jakub, while we continue the intro, have you done all your leveling up stuff?
no, I haven't. No, I haven't.
that-
I've been
do that
pretty
while- do
flat
that
out
while
over the
we-
last week.
Do that while we do this.
Yeah. I'll have to get that sorted in a second.
That's all good. Yeah, so we're just recapping that Sorn had joined the party after removing the curse from Pauly, restoring him back to his youthful exuberance, and sort of helping repair his mind. Though, Pauly, you do still feel sort of very uneasy in the Underdark. The pressure being under all this stone, and of course looking directly at the Demogorgon certainly didn't help during the destruction of Sloop de Loop. But those of you, so the four of you, I guess five, Reynard, kind of bringing up the rear, make your way back towards Blingdenstone through the twisted caverns of the Underdark. And you have a moment to sort of chat here and perhaps develop strategy, if in fact you want one, as you walk back to the city.
What do we want to talk about? I mean, I feel like everything's kind of just been out there in the air. It's been opened out. Sorn, my boy, how you been? So, what the hell got your buddy stuck in that stone like that? I mean, we were there because I was a beautiful dwarf for a while there, but
I love it how you said "my boy" as if you've got PTSD. You're
yeah,
throwing
I'm still shaking it off.
Uh,
What brought you down to that drow, like that drow bitch's fucking lair?
I am Drow. Kill her.
We're not gonna kill her, mate. She like, honestly, like those. Do you
The one that
see
we've
how...
the one that we've killed.
No, I meant the other one.
Oh, I was there to kill the one that,
Okay.
that is now exploded.
Right.
Kill. Obviously, did not go well for me.
That's all right. You helped us
But
in the end
thank
there,
you.
mate. You helped me out a lot. I'll tell you that right now. I needed that.
That's what I do.
These feathers would have all buddy fallen off if I'd even lasted another 5 hours.
on my level up thing. It seems like it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Have you
Yeah,
rolled
max
for your
hit points
health
have
over?
increased, and I've got bolster magic.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. That's
So
it.
you
That's
did
all I
do your
gotta
homework.
I did. Apparently, I don't remember doing it. Somebody else must have done it for me.
No, you did it at the end of session because we were talking about it in the group chat.
Yeah, no, I just looked that up.
Oh,
Yeah,
well then.
no, I didn't actually do it in the thing. I must have. Yeah, I must have goofed. Sorry, guys.
Maybe your
that's
character
good.
leveled up as you did.
Maybe. Winfred is standing there trying to find something that he has in common with his new friend. And we're like, I was stuck in a stone once. I'll be out for a much shorter space of time. And I met the mountain god. His name was narrator. What was his name again?
Winfred remembers that he met two, or he sort of the evil elemental deity that he sort of felt the presence of, named Ogormoch.
His name was Olgamok, apparently. I'm not sure if you heard that, but I hear the voices of the narrator sometimes. But yeah.
That is very interesting.
Thorendir just goes, he knows too much.
What do I call you? Someone just asks, like, what do I call you? Beast friend?
Beast? I'm not a beast, my friend. I am a Bearkin. I am Winfred of the Yellow Fur Clan. My fur is not yellow, but it's I can't remember where we got the name from. I think it was from a popular children's TV show. But you can
What
call
is
me
it?
Winfred or Winnie.
What is a TV show?
Ask the narrator.
I could actually genuinely imagine you like Winfred saying that, but the narrator is just your inner thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's like looks up, like, what is going on?
Like Winfred's wisdom is that of he's broken the fourth wall, but he's too stupid to understand it. He knows he exists within a simulation, but he's not smart enough to understand why.
My man.
Or how to use it to his advantage. So,
Oh my god, my desk is so dirty. I need to change that. Just like so you guys can't see it.
that's fine.
Bro, you don't want to see my desk, I tell you.
Oh,
that.
bro, honestly, like I've been sitting at this desk for like 72 hours.
Cool. So you enter back into Blingdenstone, essentially making your way back the way you come in through Rockblight, and end up having to make your way through the barricade that had been set up. If you remember passing a barricade on your way out of town, there's a number of gnome guards there, and Thorendir, they see you at first, and they kind of wave. But then as Sorn passes through the gate into view, they all hold up their spears, and a cry of alarm goes out.
Someone will immediately sort of hold his spear up, but in a defensive stance, like, yo.
Like, I guess, like, you know, I'll like Pauly will kind of just go in front of Sorn and go, my friends, and I'll start flicking coppers at all their heads. So I'll start flicking coppers at all their heads. Don't you remember us? You know, your friendly, lovable big bird friend, and that's, you know, Thorendir over there and the big bear. And this is our new friend, Sorn. Now, Sorn is all right. And actually, we need to talk to the council pretty bloody quick, because we have found a general, like a great force who is willing to side with Blingdenstone.
Someone will just like, fact, yeah, I'm all right.
If you remember, one of the guard who you'd seen. How
many guards are there?
There's probably about 4 guards, and sort
right.
of their captain.
I'll remove 5 coppers from my
Sure.
my thing.
Very good. Give me a persuasion check, Pauly.
Done. Oh, this has just been leveled up soon. Gonna be shit. Oh no, 21.
So if you remember, one of the gnomes, Sark Axebarrel, sort of puts his spear down and he says, "All right, lads, put him down. It's okay. I remember this bird. You look like you've been through it, lad."
Oh mate, definitely have.
Pauly
Been
wasn't
seen at best. I've aged 40 bloody years in a day, and then came back all of it because of our drow mate over here. Now he's one of the good ones. All right, guarantee that. And we've actually met a couple more who aren't too bad, and they're willing to side with us. So we need to talk to the council ASAP to sort that out, because we could have a lot of them helping us out. It's either that or they're going to attack. So, you know, I reckon it's better making friends with your enemies than it's making enemies enemies.
Well, if he's under your control, then perhaps we can. I'll give you. And he sort of nods to the lads, to his other guards, and says, "2 of these will escort you to the council. Then It's no offense. And he kind of looks
Much
up at
obliged.
you.
I'm gonna
Sorn.
flick another copper in his face just while he's saying that.
Yeah.
Sorn will.
He says, "Look, no respect, I'm sure, but you know what it is. The history between our people. We can't have drow walking around the city."
It do be
Sorn
how it is.
will say, "Well, I am under no command, but I do consider them to be my allies. I will do as they say."
And Thorendir pats not on the plums, or sorry, the buns, I should say, not patting the balls. Like probably pats him on the side of his like hip or something, because I'm assuming looking at that photos, that's exactly where my hand is. Like, don't worry, lad. They're hard at first. They're rock gnomes essentially. Come on, man. It takes a bit to get through their dense skin. Come on. They think drow, they immediately shit their pants. Look at them. They're sending 2 guards just to escort us, the saviors. I'll take that as an honor, my friend.
We'll
I would
need
ask
more
for
than-
5 guards. I know. Should say, bring all the lads if you need to save yourself from me.
Definitely need more 2 guards. I say very, very quietly.
Sark kind of leans on his spear a little bit. He's a little bit more relaxed. He's like, so I guess the rumors of the Medusa were false then.
False? Hell no.
No.
You guys,
Check out this.
you guys
Thorendir
been,
rips off.
Yeah.
He takes off his glove and shows the diamond fist. I gave her this after she turned me down. So yes, that's definitely real.
his eyes go wide and says, "The Medusa turns people to diamond. We've got a bunch of were rats we could throw at her."
Trust me, if it was that easy to turn into diamonds once cast into the stone of oblivion, this whole cave would be full of them. Well, there might have been before everyone plundered it, but no, the Medusa's dead. I only turned this said fist to diamond out of sheer awesomeness. You have to be a Grimsbane for this. I'm sorry, my friends. It's only those who are blessed get to have this power. And Thorendir just eyes off and keeps walking to the distance.
And then, actually, you know what? If they're escorting us, while this is the case, Pauly just being a big shit talker, he's gonna really make an elaborate tale out of Thorendir Diamond Hand Grimsbane, right? And I want to spin this tale, going and as the stone reached his lips, he whispered one word, and it was Muradin. And Muradin himself, just crashed through the ceiling, looked at him and said, "No, my favorite follower," and touched his cheek, caressing it, then grabbed his hand, turning his hand into diamond, and the eyes and his lips just cracked open, and he fucking bitch slapped the Medusa, and then basically just keep elaborating that story and making Thorendir this epic, story of how we did nothing. It was all just Thorendir.
All right, give me a performance check.
$17.
Yeah, so they especially one of the younger guards who's who's walking along with you, who's been sent to sort of escort you. Is like, "Oh wow!" And then what happened? When you say Muradin, all the gnomes are like, "Oh," and kind of whisper to each other a bit. Sark says to you, Pauly, before sort of Thorendir's kind of started to walk away, he says, "So where in Rockblack did this take place?"
Would I remember the location?
You can give him vague directions, sure.
Yeah, I'd give him vague directions.
Yeah, cool.
I'd say go check. I would absolutely say go check it for yourself. Go see the
Points off
amazing.
where we came from. Yeah, that vague direction.
Yeah.
Well, he says, "Well, I can't believe it. You brought back more proof than I could have hoped. It's unconventional proof, but I'm a gnome of my word." And he hands you a diamond.
Fuck yes, thank you. How much is that diamond worth?
1,000 gold.
Now, can I praise it?
1,000 gold. You're gonna be.
So-
Oh no, he's
and
gonna
this-
be
this-
flicking
this-
coppers for hours.
Is this like away from the group? And then I'm not gonna steal it from him. I'm just gonna like buy. I will pocket it. You know what I mean? Like if I'm being handed something.
So you pull out. I'm assuming you have a setting on your night vision goggles where it's like the one monocle like comes out, extends out, so you can kind of look at jewels and gems. You appraise it as a diamond worth 1,000 gold pieces. Most commonly used in rituals of raising the dead.
Ooh.
Great. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Sweet. That's good. We don't have anyone who can do that, but it's good. Great. I'll keep that on me.
Does Sorn see this?
Pauly,
Yeah. I'll show him afterwards. I'm not hiding this. Like I'm not stealing this and hiding it. I'll just while we're walking and talking, I'll hold on to it for now, and then I'll show everyone.
Oh no, as in does Sorn see the diamond? That's all. Like not if you're like
I've slipped it
not
away.
accusing him of stealing.
No. I've slipped it away. I've slipped it away.
So Pauly's. Yeah, it seems like the group had kept walking, and Pauly had kind of pocketed this without mentioning it yet. But we're all friends at this table mostly.
Yes.
But for now, it sounds like it hasn't been seen by anyone else.
I'll pocket it. But I will just keep telling. I will actually say to him too, though. I'll say to him like, look, I would suggest waiting until this council meeting is done to go towards that, because you will encounter a lot of drow. Now they are friendly, but we need to talk to them, the council first, and then talk to the drow, and then sort of this out. Just don't want any of you beautiful people being hurt. And then I'll flick another copper at his head.
Okay. Mark that off.
Have a little dink.
I'm marking every single
Just
one.
because I
don't
give
worry.
you 1,000 gold diamonds doesn't mean you can go. Don't track your
Throwing
money.
copper around.
Wait, hold on.
Mate,
Did you just give him 1,000 gold diamonds? Timmy, look at how much a gold diamond's worth. Yeah.
It turns out they're all brown, fucking pink argyle diamonds. Cool. All right, so you make your way back through the streets. As you're walking through, even with the guard escort, making your way back to the council location, people in the street are kind of pointing at you, and like little kid gnomes see you, Sorn, and kind of some of them are like looking and like pointing, and what looks like their parents are kind of like trying to drag them away, or telling them not to point and stare, that it's rude. I mean, you do look like a pretty motley crew. The four of you, a dwarf with a diamond hand. Now, Thorendir, do you cover that at all, or do you just let it all hang out?
I put my gloves back on.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, a drow walking through this city. Drow, the ancient enemies of the deep gnomes, especially Blingdenstone, particularly with its history of being invaded by drow. A large furred mammal, and of course a very brightly colourful bird. And they catch snippets of your feathers, and the way that it dances off the light actually is that the kids kind of look. One of them runs up to you and like tries to grab one of your feathers and then like runs away.
I'll jump out of the way, and I'll fly around. You know what I mean? But I really want to keep regaling this story of Thorendir Diamond Hands Grimsbane.
Okay.
Like I want to outbard the bard. You know what I mean? Like I want every person walking past to have to hear this story. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
sure.
And
Is
you can
this
tell.
the day that Timmy multi-classes into Bard?
can I sleight of hand and try get the glove off Thorendir?
If you like, yeah.
Yeah, fucking hell, dude.
Stop trying to get my hand cut off, dude.
I think.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, I think that's not great. So you go to reach for the gloves and surreptitiously try to pull them down or pull them off, but Thorendir, you easily catch him. How do you react?
I slap his hand with my diamond hand. Like, get off!
Ow!
Get off!
There's sort of a rocky clink. As,
Donk.
And then, like, you know what? I'll play that up. Did you hear it? Did you hear that rocky clink?
This is when Thorendir whispers to Sorn. It was Sorn, yeah, but right,
Yeah.
finally. Yeah,
Yeah,
whispers
yeah.
to Sorn. If I fucking get mugged and lose my fucking hand, I'm gonna be so pissed off.
I believe I could restore it. Had to.
But would it be golden anymore? I mean, diamond. Made of diamond.
We'd find a way.
Yes. Well, because that would be the case. I whispered, we would have a way for unlimited currency.
Thorn thinks, narrator, would this be possible?
Thorn thinks hyperinflation would be a really weird, fucked up campaign to do.
Yeah.
Money
No,
now has
dang.
no worth.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what.
Like, we cut off my head, and they would like cut off smaller diamonds from the segments of fingers.
Yeah.
Like, here's the real diamond.
I'm sure that's what Muradin intended.
It's like Thorendir gets kidnapped, and the mobs that they've stolen him, they send us back in like one fingernail at a time.
It's like, we're rich.
No.
Yeah, we finance his rescue with his hand that they sent us.
Yeah, they send you the hand, you just pay them with it. They didn't take the glove off. They just sent me my hand. They didn't realize it was a diamond.
As you are walking through the streets, you do you see occasionally small groups huddled together of like 3 or 4 going about their business, but specifically sitting or working together and sort of ostracized from the rest of the group, the rest of the city. And they have these gnomes have sort of rat-like features. So they are starting to come into the city, it looks like, though they are not being given a very warm welcome either.
Do I recognize any of the rat boys?
Not specifically, I don't think. I don't think you see any of the leaders or anything.
Yeah.
But they see, some of them see you and they're less afraid. They're certainly less afraid. They kind of, they wave out to you.
Yeah. And upon seeing people wave at Thorendir, immediately takes off the glove and starts waving like a queen. Totally old. Like just yes. All caution to the wind upon seeing recognition.
And like a cheap parlor trick, I'm like, what I'm hoping is the people who have been following me, you know what I mean? Like while I tell this tale.
Yeah.
Like a really shitty like carnival truck show. Like, behold.
Cool. All right. So eventually you make it to the Stone Heart, I think it was. Let me find my notes.
I think that was right. Yeah.
I think it was the Stoneheart Enclave, or
Yeah.
And or sort of you head down into the building and under sort of another level of this area into the cave system, where there's sort of the table set up and a bunch of the council are looking over a table, and it has set up sort of like a map of Blingdenstone, and they have like little stone carved figurines on the board or on the table. It looks like they're playing Dungeons and Dragons, but they're not. They're sort of mapping out where their resources are in the city. The Digamatok Seni, she sees you come in, or sort of doesn't see you come in actually, because I think one of the guards would get you to wait outside, and then you're sort of announced before coming in, and she's sort of welcome. It's you're back. We've the priests told us that you've silenced the stones.
Oh, those stones are very loud.
Winfred indeed, they were loud. I assume we're walking in all chubby laughing, like I'm assuming we're all like Conor McGregor walking into this hut, boys.
Yeah.
So fucking absolutely we are. Like my wings are out.
Yeah. Is Winfred literally walking in, but like 8 feet tall of him, just yeah.
There's a bit of music
Winfred
plays in
doesn't
the
know
background.
who Conor McGregor is, so he's just going up to like random patrons, being like,
Hell yeah.
The one of the priests, sort of in their sort of robes with large gemstones and things like that on a necklace, walks up to you and sort of shakes each of your hands in turn, and he says, "The Ogremock's gone quiet. The stones are no longer restless." And then he sort of gets to you, Thorendir, and goes to shake your hand and kind of looks wide-eyed at the diamond hand.
I thought I was just gonna, have Thorendir's penis out, and he looks down at the hand. The old double take. No, the old popcorn hole in the popcorn tray. No.
The hand isn't the only thing that's diamond, baby.
No, definitely. He sees. What does he do when he sees a diamond hand? Does he get scared? Does he?
He just looks sort of wide-eyed at it for a few moments, kind of looks up at you and looks at the hand and looks up at you, and says something, sort of exclaims in Gnomish, which I'm not sure any of you can understand, though you can probably gather the tone of it. It's sort of like astonished. He's sort of an astonishment. He says, "You must. How did this happen? Living diamond? I've heard the stories, but I've never seen it."
Not many have. Yes, it is a blessing, a gift that is bestowed upon only the mightiest of Grimsbane from our god and deity Muradin. Yes, it was a mighty old story. I was encased in stone, and then I looked within and grasped the light of Muradin, and alas, my hand became a flame of diamond. And we killed that Medusa, slain her. And as I've surely noticed, you see our drow companion. We freed a mighty drow army of old, and they have rallied to our side to defeat the Pudding King. Now I know you be ancient enemies, but I say yesterday's enemies may be tomorrow's friend when you verse one as evil as the Pudding King.
Dorbo, the other Digamatok, that's sort of one of the leaders. He says, "Now see here, we're rat gnomes. I can deal with. I mean, wasn't happy about it, but they're still gnomes. This thing is a drow. They've killed countless of our people. The only good drow is a dead drow."
I agreed to take them from your shores. You will be free of these drow, unless you want to deal with a whole drow army after this mess is done. Because we'll be long gone. We're not your protectorates. We are only here for equal exchange.
Yeah, and then I'll interject and say, would you want 35 drow just hanging around in the caves nearby Blingdenstone, or would you rather they fight with you for the pudding against the Pudding King, and then leave, and then probably never come back? I think that's a pretty good deal.
Give me a persuasion check, Thorendir, and I'll give you advantage because Pauly's kind of aiding you here.
Ooh. Yeah, I got a 20 and a 1.
Ho ho ho!
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Ironically, my first roll was the 20 though, so.
So, whilst you're giving this sort of enheartened speech, Dorbo's sort of still getting a little bit fired up, but the others are like, "That's Dorbo. They're right. Like we can't risk, if we're a week after the fight with the Pudding King, the drow could sneak in and murder us in our sleep. And then one of the priests is like, he's been touched by the deep, brother. We must take his word seriously.
Ha ha! See, not only do I deal with your Pudding King problem, but also your drow problem. Ha! You best repair our ship. Oh, I say if it's not the best repair job ever made. Your
And
gods
don't forget the Winfred's weight in gold.
Oh, you did. If that ship is not the best ship that's ever left this port, I'd say you'd be owing your gods more than a lifetime of sacrifice.
Also, that reminds me. When's lunchtime? Because I'm hungry.
Oh, indeed, Winfred. I swear we haven't really eaten since we got attacked by that damn undercrow. Demon crow. What was that crow?
And then he lifts up the skull of the deep crow that he's got on his hip.
Yes. Yes, I remember being on watch coming up tomorrow after a cheeky rest. It's about to cook us a mean breakfast. Haven't had one of them in a long time. And then comes up this undercrow. Definitely didn't want to go up that road. Didn't want to wake up, have some breakfast, to deal with an undercrow. But no, I digress.
Dan, am I in the right crowd to be asking if anybody present would be able to turn this skull into a fist weapon? Will any of them smiths of any kind, or?
Not really smiths. So the Digamatox are the sort of a chief and organizers and stuff. The council specifically. There is the Miners Guild who are here, but even they have told you that they rely on Duragar made weapons and tools mostly.
This is where
Duragar's where the Grims are. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah,
that's where we want to go. That's where we want to go anyway.
Yeah, I was literally going to say, Thorendir turns around because Winfred sees you looking at the skull, looking like at your face, like.
I'm just like chipping away at it, like picking away at scabs and stuff.
Yeah,
just like trying to get all the little shit off of it.
Yeah, put your hand on your shoulder, and be like, I don't believe that I would ever say this, but I would probably leave that craftsmanship to the Grims. And like Thorendir just shudders in his fucking
wait. Isn't your name Grimsbane? Like, aren't you? Oh, and then
my mortal enemy.
Well,
I should say I'm their mortal enemy.
What better way to humiliate them than to get them to turn this big fucking skull into a punchy thing for your friend?
Trust me. There's only one mightier clan that could fasten a weapon worthy of your skill. And that possibly would be the Grimsbanes, mightiest of all dwarven lords. But the Grims are pretty damn good, like old dwarven, weaponsmiths. I would take them over any mortal man. Or even elf, I would say. Well, maybe not some enchanted shit with their old elfin magic. Or maybe even the drows. Ooh, touch a weapon and it will stab you. I've seen many cursed weapons of that before. Trust me, you don't want any of them. I once saw a jug of beer that you grabbed that you thought would be delicious, and then it drank you. I lost a sweet, dear friend that day. I told him, don't trust the drow's brew. Don't trust the drow brew. But no, it chugged right in his face. You chug a beer and it chugs back. Ooh. I digress. The Grims. But yes, council. What now?
The Digamatox, the Miners Guild, one of the reps from the Miners Guild says, your ship has been repaired. It is in working order. And I think we agreed that we would repair the ship for you, and we would pay you upon the Pudding King's defeat. Now, we're taking a risk here of obviously repairing your ship, but you have done so much for us already. But if you say that you're going to take these drow and sail away from our shores, we only hope that you do return to help us fight this foe. In the meantime, we can give you provisions to get to the Grim Port, and I believe we'd agreed to that the best course of action was either to fashion or ask the Duergar there to fashion weapons that would help us in our fight.
Out of character thing, wasn't it the case that they were going to modify it a little bit too, and that's why we had to go do like a week, and it was going to take like a week. They were going to give us a ship. They were going to give us another ship to sail to Grimport to get the weapons.
to grab weapons for everybody.
Was that correct?
No, I think they were going to sail with us.
I think they were going to send some people with you.
Yeah.
The ship's repaired. It's not upgraded or anything. Like it's in a good state because you've been out for a couple of days now. I believe before returning. So they've had some time to make some repairs.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think the main thing you were looking to get from the Duergar, if not weapons specifically made to resist the ooze and the acid, it was getting oils and unguents so you could rub on existing weapons to be able to resist the ooze. And the options were heading to the myconid forests and trying to harvest the sort of sap from the myconids, or heading to the town of Grimport.
Yeah.
Or in their native tongue,
Of Kalash?
Don't say that word here.
they sell crab juice and Mountain Dew.
Crab juice. Ooh, give me the crab juice.
Yeah.
Under Mountain Dew.
And just before we set sail, does any of you sell potions? Because I'm tired of being the only one that can heal shit, apart from except now my new friend. But we need to stock up on potions. I don't care how much we spend, you're all going to have potions.
Yeah.
Where's your potion gnome?
So the gnomes say, or Cindy says, look, absolutely. Look, stay the night. We'll put you back up in the foaming mug. Get some rest. First thing in the morning, you can set out to Graskalach, and that'd be great. So one of the priests says, look, we'll send a merchant round to so you can see their wares, and obviously we can't subsidize. We've already subsidized a lot of your journey. We can't. You'll actually need to pay them. But the priest says, because of your service to the town, and you've silenced and soothed the earth elementals, and he looks up at you, Winfred, and sort of walks over to you and hands you sort of a large emerald. It's sort of a green elemental gem.
Do I look over?
Tastes like grass.
Oh, actually, sorry, it's yellow. My bad. It's like a yellow diamond. You have a bit of a taste. As you taste it, like you get sort of the taste of, it's almost like the taste of tin. They're sort of in the air. And you feel a bit of a crackling on your tongue, sort of like you put your tongue on a 9-volt battery.
Ooh. Blah.
Well, then that's not food, Winfred, but it might definitely give you a bellyache if you eat that one. But I say, let's go to a potion master, potion brewer, and then hit the old tavern. Have a big old feed, have a hold down. Maybe there might even be a performance tonight. Ha! And then what do you say? Get up in the morning and go adventuring, my lads.
What's the tavern we're going to?
The foaming mug.
Okay,
That's where you stayed before.
As we do walk towards the potion place, I am like I'm gonna flip out like 100 copper to people, and then like come to the foaming mug. You're gonna see Thorendir Diamond Hands Grimsbane in action. Like just throwing coppers.
Now,
Yeah.
because I love this bit, how many coppers do you have? Like, do you have to go get change at any point?
590 coppers.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure. Look, I won't even get you to track your bloody bolts or your throwing knives, but I'm tracking those every one of those coppers.
But yeah, I'm gonna chuck out like 100 copper to just try and attract the crowd, so that way.
For Thorendir.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I'm
hey, Diamond Hand Thorendir.
I'm straight up gonna be like, I'm gonna be Genie from the thing. I'm gonna fly up to windows and then throw a copper and just get a whole parade. You know what I mean? Going and they're making sure they're all keen to go party at the Frothing Tavern, the Frothing Tap.
All right,
All right, 100 coppers removed.
There you go, Dan.
Oh yeah, set the time. Aha.
Yeah.
Cool. Ooh.
I've been doing that for since we started.
So is that finally you?
Yes.
Cool. That's fucking sick. Like, 'cause that was fucking cool.
Let me see what I can do about that. All right. So yeah, you start making your way to you make your way out of the town. Oh, let me just organize as well. I guess Senny asks. Also, this drow. We'll put word out that he is fine to walk around the city, but we do ask that he is with a member of your team. Whilst word can go out to the guards, we do have mortal enemies in the drow, and they do come raiding and have raided in the past, so we can't just say that let all drow into the city. I'm sure you can understand.
Oh, of course.
No. The drow will only ever be accompanied by us when we bring them in.
We won't be bringing them in. They've been instructed to wait until we get back from Grimport, and then once we are back from Grimport, we will go and collect them and then bring them in for the mighty battle.
And let the pudding wars begin.
How's that? It's probably bigger.
Hey.
Every time somebody mentions pudding, I get more hungry.
Oh, Winfred, my boy. Yes, you can indeed eat the Pudding King when we get to him.
I don't think that's the kind of pudding that I could eat, though.
You can give it a try.
Why would he be named the Pudding King if you couldn't eat him? Which is ridiculous.
Hey, look, we've encountered black pudding before, and I have tried to eat it, and it didn't end well for me.
Yes. But,
I still remember that boat ride after we beat the black pudding. Oh, it was no fun.
Yeah. Yeah, look, it didn't help. It was a sad day for all. You included. Yes.
Cool. All right, so you make your way through the city, Prince Ali style, and you make your way into one of the little shops.
Yeah.
And can you double click that gnome for me?
Can I spin him too?
Yep.
Does it
There we
open
go.
up with a shop?
Yes, it does.
Interesting. So this is what's available in the shop. Cloak of Protection. He's got a number of different types of potions and spell scrolls that he's happy to sell you. Now, the prices there aren't accurate. I can give you the price.
Yeah, I assume 0 GP for a potion of greater healing. Like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I hadn't ported in all the costs, but a potion of greater healing sets you back 150
So how do we access the shop again?
I just double click the gnome.
It's more so that you can see.
Cool.
The list.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
And I can give you the prices for things as you ask. So the spell scrolls are sort of 120 gold for the silent image and the laughter. Let me pull it up on stream.
How much gold again? Sorry.
120.
Can I learn these spells or no? I can't. Can I? I've got no magical abilities.
It's not learning. You can cast them from the spell scroll.
Right.
Spell book to learn.
And it consumes them. Yeah. If you.
Okay.
But would you need to be able to know magic to cast them? Well, I don't need to worry about it. But
Just double check.
I
No,
believe.
That's
Tasha's
not bad.
Hideous Laughter is a great spell. It's a fucking great spell.
I believe that spell scrolls hold the actual spell within the scroll, so the scroll casts it. You're not casting it.
Yeah, but you still need to activate the scroll, though, don't
Yeah,
you?
you just have to know how to read.
Yeah.
I accidentally clicked it. I hope that doesn't break anything.
That should be
Done.
fine.
Speed
So-
from the store.
A spell scroll bears the words of a single spell written in a mystical cipher. If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast its spell without providing any material components. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible. Casting the spell by reading the scroll requires the spell's normal casting time, but it doesn't use up a spell slot. So the main thing is you're getting a non-spell slot spell.
Right.
If it's on your spell list but is of a higher level than you can normally cast, you must make an ability check to kind of do it, right? To like reach into that area. Yeah.
That diamond he's got.
Mm-hmm.
How similar is that actually worth 5,000 gold? That diamond?
No, that doesn't matter. The
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
matter.
it's another, like, he's got diamonds for sale that are worth 1,000.
Okay, right.
How much? We never discussed. How much gold would Sorn have? Never got around to discussing that.
Yeah.
haven't
Pretty
given him
much.
anything yet.
I'd probably say old mate share.
No. I mean, as a character, as a character as well.
Let me do some generation here.
How much is that that cloak of protection actually?
Holy shit.
Hold on, let me sort out Dylan's question. That's right. So you're 5th level. You've been adventuring, but solo. I reckon you probably have. I think you probably spent a lot of money getting to where you are, but you probably have. I'd give you like 500 gold.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, and second question: how much is the cloak of protection? Because that's what jerried it.
3,500.
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
Looking noob.
Sorn looks to Thorendir and goes, "I think you might be the only one that can afford that."
Yes, well, I do have 15 platinum on me, but we digress.
So the cloak of protection, the gnome behind the gnome says, "Oh, you like this? Is very nice." His comment is kind of a bit halting. He says, "Cloak of protection, protect you," and sort of wraps his knuckles on it. You hear like a ting ting, but then he shows you that it's very soft and smooth. In game terms, while wearing that cloak, you'd get a +1 bonus to your AC and saving throws.
Technically, guys, on a meta level, because we are splitting all party gold, I'm not giving. This is what I have on me because I generally take a lot of the gold. I don't know what you guys carry personally. That's trust I have upon you because Thorendir doesn't normally care about gold. But meta level wise, our tally is around 3,750 gold each. That's if I split my stuff
Each?
by 4. Yeah.
Each. Really? Okay. I would actually
But
fucking love that cloak.
that would be
do
all
me
of your
wonders.
money.
What's your armor class on?
I don't need it. I have a lot of range. I'm fine.
I do.
But that would, I think Aaron's about to say that will be all of your money though.
Yeah.
Well, not your personal money, but that would be all. That would be everything that.
I've got like 100. I've got 170 gold. Like other than that, yeah. So, I probably would actually spend that.
Yeah, no, it's up to you. That's what I'm saying. That is all of your gold.
That is fucking worth it for me because I've
Yeah.
only got one attunement thing anyway, which is the Ring of Poison. Everything else I've got doesn't need attunement.
Yeah.
I'm gonna haggle. I'm gonna haggle beforehand. I'm not gonna. I don't want to try and pay 3,500 gold off the start. I'd feel wrong, It'd feel wrong. I wouldn't be able to wear it right if I didn't haggle.
Oh, you definitely got to be rocking in, pretending to be the heroes of fucking.
Oh, absolutely. That's.
He says, "Oh, one of a kind, one of a kind."
Oh, I understand that. Do we still have a crowd following us?
Oh yeah, she's there.
Yeah, they've kind of waited outside though, and you kind of see some hair.
Yeah.
Wait, we're at level 6, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, mine just didn't.
Now, see here, Mr. Rockname, you got to understand, all right? This is the party that killed the Medusa, that calmed down the mountain gods and made him his little bitch, right? You, by giving us this, or not giving it to us, by giving us a sizable discount on this beautiful cloak, it's like advertising for your store. Do you see the crowd outside? Do you see what we have done? The power that we have, we can make your store the most popular potion store in all of Blingdenstone. Now, we plan to have a very big party tonight, and I can make sure that the Rock Gnome Recluse is the sponsor of said party if you chuck off a cheeky 1,000 to 1,500 gold. What do you say?
And Thorendir at this point comes out and whips his diamond hand and puts it down on the table and goes, I am Diamond Hand Grimsbane. This is my favorite store in Blingdenstone.
Give me a persuasion check. I'll give you advantage on this one.
I feel like we've done well in the sense of like having a whole crowd with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would I be able to assist in that persuasion check at all?
I've got advantage.
He's already got advantage.
Oh,
okay.
15.
Let me see.
Thank God my persuasion sign out.
He sort of looks at you, looks at the rest of the, at Thorendir and so on, and says, "Look, I can take 5% off, and that's
All right. I cast Gift of the Gab and reverse time by 6 seconds, and I let Pauly speak again.
ho ho ho."
Yeah.
When you take run reaction, which you take when you speak to another creature.
I take away their memories, and then we get to speak again as if we haven't talked. So
Can
Timmy,
I?
I think
Oh,
roll
this
again.
is brilliant. This is from the Acquisitions Incorporated thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jim Dark
That's a
Magic is said
that's
to
a
have
sick
invented
ability.
this spell, originally calling it, I said, what? Have you ever been talking to the local monarch and accidentally mentioned how their son looks like your favorite hog from when you were growing up on the family farm? We've all been there. But rather than being beheaded for an honest slip of the tongue, you can pretend it never happened by ensuring that no one knows it happened. When you cast this spell, you skillfully reshape the memories of listeners in your immediate area so that each creature of your choice within 5 feet of you forgets everything you said within the last 6 seconds. Those creatures then remember that you actually said the words you speak as the verbal components of this spell. When I met Jim Dark Magic, I wondered how he got anything done in that outfit. I have since learned that most of his talents involve standing and talking. His outfit is perfect for that. More game.
That's an amazing ability.
Yeah. So technically,
well
Timmy pretty
timed,
much.
too.
Well,
It's
roll
incredibly
again,
well
man.
timed.
So what, like all the guys in the shop?
I'm pretty much the guy that was trying to get the haggle
There's
off.
just-
So
there's
now,
3 of them,
now
yeah.
I say again, yes, I am Diamond Fist, Grimsbane, and we are the Tatts Tarrasques crew, and this is our favorite shop in the Underdark.
Now, it says royalty component is 2 gold. I'm not sure if that's... I think that's consumed if it's got to be worth 2 gold. What burns away? What Grimsbane iconography burns away that's worth 2 gold?
Iconography, Grimsbane.
Well, I'm assuming like Grimsbane being the royalty component. So do you have some Grimsbane cufflinks or buttons? What's
actually-
disappearing here?
Yeah. Okay. 1 second.
It doesn't have to. Have.
I can
I'm just
imagine
thinking
if
for like
Thor-
flavor,
Thorendir-
right? Like
Flavor. Yeah. I'm
I can
looking
imagine
at.
if Thorendir had like golds pressed with like the Grimsbane sigil in his like boot.
Grimsbane
And
collar.
it just comes flying out of his boot.
I'm just having a look because I actually do have like noble stuff that doesn't really do anything. But I'm just having a look at what I have.
Like, does Grimsbane have like a GB cufflink or like I've got actually the name Daniel on a bunch of buttons on my nice fancy dress shirt. I'm wondering if just like one button fucking like disappears and then it's just like a little bit more chest hair.
Is there? Yeah, another button pops open. Yeah.
Also, because I'm thinking like if you cast this spell 5 times, are you then just like buttonless?
Buttonless. I need to make new buttons. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go buy new Grimsbane themed buttons for 10 gold.
Well, no,
That's
I have
actually
a signet. I have a signet ring to do stuff, so I could probably make buttons with that. So yeah. A Grimsbane button. Oh wait, no, because what's my thing? What's my thing I wear? My Sunleaf armor that's over my armor right? That has like all Grimsbane that was given to me by fucking like the Winter Queen or whatever. Yeah, just the button flares off and it pops up. It pops the collar, boys. That's what happens. Yeah, the collar pops.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, and so you say it's the most. It's my favorite shop.
Yeah.
The Recluse
In the Underdark.
is the most. My favorite shop in the Underdark.
What a sick ability.
Yeah.
Roll it again for me, please.
So roll it again, Timmy.
Yeah. 23.
So he looks a bit. There's a mystical air about him, like he kind of almost remembers. It's like, hang on, deja vu kind of thing. And he says, "Oh, yeah, that does sound pretty. Oh, yeah, that sounds really good. Look, I could give you, say, 15% off, and that's cutting my own throat."
How much is that? I'm bad at math.
Yeah. Well, I've actually just got a slider which gives me totals.
475 gold.
So it becomes 2,800 total.
Fuck yeah.
That's
okay.
20% off, and that's, he says, I'll give you 20% off everything in the store.
Of everything in the store?
Yeah.
But 15 off the cloak.
Fucking for real?
No, he said 20%.
Shit.
20% off the. Yeah. All right, done. Yeah, I'll buy that. I'm gonna get that. Fuck yeah.
So yeah,
how much is it?
15% off the cloak is 2,980 for the cloak, and then 20% off everything else depends what else you want.
Well, we're gonna how many potions of healing does he have again?
He has a bunch. He has a bunch of different types.
Can I click on these spells just to see what they do, or is that
Yep.
gonna break something?
No, you can do that.
What a sick ability, Aaron.
Oh wait, but the spell scroll Tasha's hideous laughter is gone from the equipment now.
I think someone might have clicked it before.
I did.
Okay. It might have bought it. There is a way to set this up that you can click buy stack, and it can just buy. Like, I can leave it to you to buy them. Let me put it back.
I just want to know what the other spells do. That's all, because I don't know them.
Yeah. Here we go. Put it back in. Cool.
Wait, so you're saying we can buy diamonds that are worth 1,000 for 800? I'm kidding.
Maybe that's why it should be 5,000, because so you can't game that fucking system.
Can't afford it.
I've broken your game, sir.
Yeah. I reckon we just buy them out of their potions, man.
Yeah. So how many greater potions have they got?
Well, how many do you want, essentially?
How much are each?
With the 20% discount, you'll look. Oh, sorry, that's 15. That's negative 20. 120 per greater healing potion.
120
Gold. Sorry.
Yeah, gold. What do you say we go? 5, 10, 15.
Can I just take the 10 gold that I have in my pocket and very sneakily hand it to Thorendir and very loudly whisper, "I hope this helps."
I take it. I add 10 gold to my collection, and so it was 100 and what each?
120 per
120
potion
each.
of greater healing. Potion of superior healing is going to set you back 360.
How much? What do we get back for the other potion? Hold on. Potion of superior healing. Oh, it's 1d8. No, sorry, 8d4 plus 8. We'll just go superiors. We don't need graders. That's pretty damn good. I reckon. So 120 each. What's? Go 4 each.
4 potions each.
4 each?
Yeah.
So that's
1,920.
Of greater
So
healing.
that's 4 times 4.
Yeah.
So that's 16 potions times 360 gold each. That's
Oh
5,000.
no, sorry, superior, not greater. What's the cheaper one? Sorry.
Greater's the cheaper hip one.
Greater's the
greater's
cheaper
the
one.
cheaper. Yeah. So superior, greater. I have no idea. So 4.
16
4d4 plus
potions.
4. That's pretty good. Yeah. So
16 potions at
1,920 gold.
Yeah, correct. 1,920.
1,920. Yeah. Yeah. Four. Are we good with that?
Yeah, sounds great.
Someone's happy with that.
Okay.
Can just for aesthetic purposes, can I pretend this cloak is actually just like a pirate's trench coat? You know what I mean? So it's got epaulets. You know.
It's a tea towel.
I think he says, you want alterations? Yeah, come back tomorrow, and we'll make some alterations to it, because it definitely doesn't look like that now, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe I can leave it with him and pick it up in the morning before we go.
Yeah. He reckons he'll have it to you in the morning.
I'll give him like specifications. I want to have like epaulets. I want to have like the buttons that come out like there, like the military style.
I was kind of expecting the like cloak and dagger style side
I'm
for Pauly.
Fucking straight up pirate, mate. You know what I mean? I want to have like a billowing like admiral's cloak. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Cool.
Like goes down to my knees kind of thing. Epaulets, and then how they do like with the military. They have like the breast and the buttons come out to here.
You want the cord as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You've got more like the trench coat version of my Sundered armor, which is like the military breast jacket.
Yeah.
But you've got the fucking trench coat version of it.
Yeah, that's what I want to have. Yeah.
Sorn.
And then Sorn, because Sorn actually has that kind of jacket now, I guess, in a jacket form rather than. Whereas I think Pauly's is more going to be a cloak rather than a bit of armor, right?
Yeah.
Because you're still wearing like leather armor.
It's just my clothing.
Yeah,
that's correct. Yeah, the idea is because even I have a trench coat. I have a similar one on. I might even just hand it to him and say, just work it off that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But make it cool.
Well, if you want to as well, doesn't have to be now, but find a picture of it as well, just for aesthetic look. We'll chuck it in the Facebook group, just
sure.
to help paint the picture.
Sure.
Cool. Anyone else buying anything else?
Sorn just wants to ask the gnome if he knows of anywhere where I could possibly find someone that has spell books for sale.
Spell books for sale. I mean, we don't. Not many wizards. They're all earth magic based, really. You could ask the priests in the Stoneheart Enclave. They might have some stuff, but I don't think they write it down. They usually just sort of chant it a lot. You'd have to go to one of the other cities, I'm afraid. I mean, you could ask the Duragar aren't great wizards, but they certainly have a lot more industry. It's a bit of a bigger city, more established. You might be able to find something in Graax.
Okay.
How much with the Blink scroll?
320 gold.
With my discount?
That's with the discount.
With the discount, 320?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
I mean, I can make it 420 if you prefer.
320 is fine. Because that will really help out having a Blink scroll.
So that is available for sorcerers, wizards, artificers, and anyone of the trickery domain, archfey, or hexblade. So it has to be part of your class's spell list.
Give me a look, because let me see, because I actually believe after a certain level I have access to all spells.
Oh, you might. As a College of Law Bard, I think you would, maybe, but I don't know if you do as a Valor Bard.
No. I read something about this. Hold on.
Obviously, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, we know that is one of yours, and Sacred Flame is available for clerics.
I believe
you might get access to it with what you have, yeah.
So I can just double check my spell list right now. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just going off the basic version on D&D Beyond, but there might be other. If you have class features that allow it, I'll certainly allow it, but you need to let me know.
I think it's a a feat I can take. I think when I get my next feat, I can take learn a spell from any thing.
Yeah, if you take that feat like magic initiate or whatever it is,
Yeah.
or magic.
Yeah, it's a
whatever.
certain feat that I can I believe I gain access to wizard, sorcerers, and something else spells or something.
Yeah.
It's 1 or 2 class spells I get access to, but I just blind.
I lean over to Thorendir, and just like whisper in his ear, be like, "Hey, can you get me that silent image spell? Please." In like a fashion of just like.
Yeah. And that silent image spell. What's the price on that one?
Silent image, 120 gold.
Done. Bought. And then I give it to Winfred.
Cool.
I'll like stuff it into my pocket.
We haven't been to a store in a while.
Yeah. Why do you think we have a 30% potion tax on every bit of gold we get, boys? So from now on.
So it was 4 greater healing potions.
Yeah, greater. Yeah.
So 4 each?
4 each.
Okay, sweet.
So the silent image spell can be cast for bards, sorcerers, and wizards normally, but if you have something that lets you cast spells from those class spell lists, you can also use it. So just giving you a heads up, Winfred.
Sorn would ask.
So, what's the go with that?
So spell scrolls can only be cast by the classes that have those spells in their spell list, either by their class or their any feats that they've taken.
Have to be able to learn it.
Yeah, so
even
theoretically
use the
they would
scroll.
have to be able to learn it, but the scroll lets them use it for free once, effectively.
Yeah.
They don't have to have it prepared or have it learned, but it has to be in their available class list, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if you want to
The
undo
long
that
and short of it
purchase.
is I can't use it.
Unless you have some kind of feat, like Aaron was saying, he's considering taking a feat that lets him access other classes' spell lists. I just want to give you a heads up now, so you don't try and use it as... Yeah.
So can Sorn use the spell scrolls at all?
Yeah.
So have a look if I can use silent image. Yep, I can use it.
Cool. Okay. I'll clear it in character before I, go to use it. But
Yeah. But this is just on a meta level. I don't want you to get excited. I'm going to use this thing, and then
no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna die. It's too much meat.
Sorn would
I'm not
ask
gonna shit for a week. I'm sorry.
the party if we can go see their priests, because he wants to inquire about some of their magics.
Yeah, we're going to be heading our way to the tavern, but is there any priestesses along the way?
Sorn would reiterate he wants to see a priest, not a priestess, because he does not like women at the moment after the last interaction.
Oh no.
With
He's
a
an
woman.
incel.
No, the drow women talk down to the drow males constantly,
I
so
like him.
I was
he
joking.
tries to steer clear.
Actually,
Okay,
as we walk out of the store, just as a little side point, I just want to say, I want to boom this and project this out. This is the best store in all of Blingdenstone. All of you should come to the Rock Gnome Recluse and just give him a little bit of finger guns with the cloak on.
Roll a
Oh, that's
d20.
right. I don't actually have the cloak on right now. Sorry.
Roll a d20 for me.
Yes. $14.
Okay. Now roll me a d4.
15.
Okay. As you're sort of half out the door, and you're like, this is my favorite store in all the Underdark. Come to the Rock Gnome Recluse. You feel sort of a dripping on your shoulder.
Oh God, no. Do not. I swear to God, Dan.
Fuck me.
Roll
Am I-
initiative,
Right back. I
please.
just have to grab the.
Am I? Wait. I'm trapped in here. Is that how this is working?
Mhm.
Did I thought I walk. Can I walk outside?
Yeah, sure. On your turn.
I'm gonna roll my initiative. Then I just have to go grab a thing of cat food real quick.
Yeah.
So it missed me though, didn't it? It didn't land on me.
No, it sort of drip. You feel like part of it drip behind you, and then when you sort of turn back to have a look, there's a giant sort of black pudding has dripped onto the floor behind you.
Fuck. I rolled a natural 1 on my initiative roll.
I rolled a 15.
Total 15.
Yeah.
That is not great for my first roll of the night.
And Thorendir got a total 15 as well. Sorn, you are first to act. Oh wait, he's gone.
I'm here. 1 second.
Alright.
Cat was getting angry.
Oh no.
You must please the cat.
Kitty.
I forgot to feed her when I got home.
Okay, so Sorn will turn and see the. Is it a pudding?
Yep.
Okay, sees the pudding.
I'll show the portrait for everyone who's forgotten what black puddings look like when they attack someone. Just imagine a bird in there, if you will.
I don't have the cloak on yet, so my armor class will be down there. I've updated it on there because I thought it was that case,
Sure.
but I mean, obviously, I did give it back to him, so I'm not going to lie and say, you know. So my
No, I
armor
decided
class
to
is-
wear it out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So my armor class is 15.
that's fine.
So Sorn would know about puddings being around the Underdark.
Yes, absolutely. Though this one, this one seems to be, targeting Pauly specifically. It seems to have come through sort of a crack in the roof and oozed out onto the floor as Pauly was giving his soapbox treatment to the crowd. But yeah, Sorn, I think, would have seen these kind of things before, for sure.
Sorn would know not to use electricity. You know what I'm
Yes.
getting at?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. That's fair.
Sorn is going to cast at 3rd level. I just need to see what this is before I. Yep, a 3rd level witch bolt onto the ooze, but transmuted to do fire damage. Up that.
Oh god.
That is 21 to hit 23 damage.
21 will definitely hit, so 23 damage.
Fire
As
damage.
fire sort of lances out. So, Sorn, you have a spear, and you also, I guess, have a free hand. What does it look like? Describe it to me. What it looks like as Sorn casts spells.
The witch bolt for all of his casting comes from his hands. So his spear will be held behind him as he casts from his hand. Because his spells come from basically from his hands. He wears a lot of rings. It could be a magical focus. It could just be directly from his hand.
Yeah, cool.
But he knows.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. Where is my perception? There it is. Why is that rolling at disadvantage? Oh, I have disadvantage on perception checks. Wait, why do I have disadvantage on that?
Is it assuming because you're like in sunlight? Maybe.
Yeah, but I'm not in sunlight.
Yeah, I don't know. But we can just take the first roll.
Maybe interpreting the light that's to your right there, Dylan, as
Yeah.
as sunlight.
It could
Yeah,
be.
it's only sunlight that gives me
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
I'll just take the first one. So a 19.
19.
You notice in the sort of the rock roof above where you are, and Thorendir and Winfred, more sort of coalescing slime, and you're able to kind of step out of the way just in time as more oozes plop to the ground.
Okay. Well then. Sorn will back up on top of the table as well, and back over in front of the gnome, between the gnome and Thorendir.
Cool.
Have a good sight at everything. And yeah, he will end his turn.
Alrighty.
The trap card face down.
The other oozes spend their turn sort of coalescing from the ceiling and plopping blob-wise onto the ground, and sort of inch a little bit closer. But Pauly.
Pretty much the exact noise he's going to make mid sentence, like, you know, as he's announcing this, and just like rapid reaction. I'm just going to kind of turn around from the crowd and then just stab away with Talon at this pudding, screeching the whole time.
All right, 15 will hit.
Beautiful. 23 damage.
Yep, so 23 damage. Bonus 3. As you sort of plunge Talon into its amorphous form, you're going to take 1 acid damage, and as you pull the blade out, you know, you sort of punctured it with perforating it with the rapier. You pull the weapon out, and the weapon itself is steaming, but definitely intact. That doesn't seem to be taking any damage from this thing, from the acid on this this pudding.
My HP has gone through on the campaign, but it's not showing in a D&D Beyond.
What do you mean the other way around?
Well, so yeah, the D&D Beyond isn't. Yeah, like I put it through it, and it says 37 in the character build. Huh?
Oh yeah, it's still, because it still says you're level 5 in Foundry. I think I haven't imported your characters.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So you might just need to update it manually.
I'll count it down then.
Yeah. You can update that sheet manually in Foundry as well.
Yeah.
It's not really smart enough to know when you level up.
You just double click your dude and fucking click D&D Beyond.
Cool. So that's your first attack as part of your attack action.
That's correct. Yep. Oh, he's bugging up here. There we go. Done. Okay. 36. Perfect. Yeah, and then I will just attack with a... Actually, no. I am going to jump out of the building and then bonus action hide. Like, just kind of like outside the door, you know, like do one of these ones where I'm like kind of just up against the door. You know what I mean? I'm going to bonus action hide.
All right, cool.
Roll stealth?
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
20.
Okay. How far can you move? And do you fly out? Do you run out? What's happening?
Well, I'd probably like, you know what I mean, if I was just at the door, like, you know, about like announcing this, I'd probably just attack and then just kind of just leap backwards while attacking, but like leap sideways, if that makes sense. Just go and then up against the door.
Yeah. Cool.
So I wouldn't go far at all. I'd pretty much just be outside of the doorway.
Yep. Thorendir.
Okay, Thorendir will straight up with the diamond hand. We'll just do the straight up to these fucking two in front of me, and fucking shatter, and will theoretically he's gonna blow himself back with the the old recoil that doesn't even exist. It's just all for theatrics because of the
Yep.
theatric man, and shoot himself up here as he shatters these two. I'll roll shatter now for you.
Mhm. All right, they're gonna make a con check, saving throw, saving throw. All right, the one behind, perhaps saved by being behind its brother, saves on that check. The other one takes the full 14 sound damage, and the other one takes half, I believe, so 7. As sort of a boom ripples through this hall. Some of the shelves and things like that with oddities and trinkets, are just broken apart, and things kind of go flying. And yourself, obviously, go flying back theatrically across the room, landing sort of on the far side of that the store. Anything else?
Yeah, and yes, for my bonus action. Whose turn is it next?
Winfred?
Winfred?
Was it me?
No, it's your turn next, though. But just
Yeah.
let
My turn
Thorendir know
next.
who's
And then
coming next.
as Thorendir shoots past Winfred because he's just shattered out of the diamond hand, and he goes, "Winfred, my boy, and take him a dune," and gives it bardic inspiration.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
Remember to use it.
All right. Just before Winfred's turn, though, it is the pudding's turn, and it starts sort of globbling towards the rest of the group there. Actually, so you're huddled behind the door, are you, Pauly? Timmy still
Can't hear you, Timmy.
Sorry, so what I've done is I've like leapt out, so like the way I would envision it, I mean, obviously it can be different as to when it dropped down, but I've started announcing this as I've gone out the door, so I'm like halfway out the door, knowing that I guess that, like there's a little narrow pathway, I can't go in that way, so I basically just ripped out Talon, stabbed, and then literally brought back, and then kind of like jumped diagonally that way. You know what I mean? Like.
But you are touching the ground, is what I'm asking, I guess.
That's correct. Yes. That's correct. Yes.
It still continues moving towards you.
Okay.
But it. Oh wait, what's its range here? It starts moving towards you, but has to spend its entire move to do so. Because I assume you would have leapt your full speed, which is 30 feet. Cool. So it seems to still know where you are, and just sort of starts globbling towards you, and you can hear it. It seems to be making a noise. You're not sure if this is just within your... you've been hearing whispers and whatnot in your mind since being in the Underdark. It's almost always at the on the outer of hearing. And have you ever had that thing where you think you hear someone talking to you, or someone's asked you a question, you're like, what? And they're like, I didn't say anything. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
Can
You're kind of...
Can I roll like an intelligence check to kind of figure out what that is? Like, so you said that it seems like he can still notice me.
Yeah. Yeah, give me I'll accept a survival check, or nature check, maybe.
Okay, nature, because I'm not good with survival. I mean, mind you, I'm not great in fucking nature either.
Yeah, it's just one of the
6.
wonders of nature, I suppose.
Yeah.
You're
I am a wonder
silent.
of nature.
You landed so softly.
True to nature.
You landed so softly, but and you even you couldn't hear it with your own ears. But you're sort of standing there on the area there, around the corner. I mean, it doesn't have eyes. How can it see you?
Wait, do we have a crowd watching us?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking ham it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ham it up.
But as it slurps its way towards you, you hear sort of a voice, sort of on the edge of hearing, that says, "Prince Livid will have you and dissolve your bones." Winfred.
Prince. Okay.
I, as the ooze is dropping from the ceiling, I turn to the shopkeeper and his employees, guards, whatever he's got. His employees.
Yeah.
I turn to the shopkeeper and I
Interns.
just say to him, if I say to him, like, if this place has a back door, I'd suggest you leave now. And then I'm gonna get my hammer and smack the ooze that's right next to me.
Mhm.
So I'm like, I fucking hate those things. Bang. I'm gonna hit it with my hammer.
Cool.
Give me a second. Where's my hammer? Back. Wild hammer. There's a 14.
14 will hit.
14 will hit. Oh, fantastic. Roll damage. That is 11 damage. Sort of like one-handed bang, just on the, like a judge's gavel, you know?
Yeah. Bits of the ooze, like the grey ooze, kind of splurt out to the sides under the hammer's blow, and sort of half of it remains still solidified, but bits of it narrowly miss Sawn and kind of eat away at the table next to his foot.
These just real quickly, these oozes that we're fighting, are they any similar to like flans? Like, are they like can I shove it or anything, like, or is it just pure just liquid?
You could probably, actually, it's an excellent question. You think you could? You think you could shove it? Probably, like, shove it away from you. It's strong enough that, like, it has. I mean, it can hit you, right? Like, so it can solidify itself enough that it can beat you. But
okay,
yeah,
because I see a little fire, like, behind it where I'm standing,
mm-hmm.
And I wanted to use my second attack roll to, like, push it into the flame.
Absolutely. So you would make a athletics check against its.
Fucking I love athletics checks. Let's
Yeah.
go.
This is going to be like an athletics contest. What did you roll? Yeah,
I rolled a 23.
Absolutely. So you're able to shove it into the flames. Sort of you sort of compacted it almost, and you see it sort of solidify. And then you're able to sort of use the maybe like a golf swing to shove it into the brazier behind it. Roll me 3d6.
3d6. Roll. Oh, hang on. It's a slash roll.
Mm-hmm. Slash roll space 3d6.
3d6. There we go. 13.
Cool. So you push it back into the flames. And you can hear sort of a sizzling and burning. You can it smells almost like rotted rubbish,
Hell yeah.
or burning rubbish. This thing doesn't seem as affected by fire, though.
What? Oh, that's shit. I after pushing it into the flame and saying I fucking hate these things, I just like look at it burning in the flames and I go into a rage.
Okay. Cool. Roll me that rage table.
It says you're no longer raging if you switch to.
Oh
Yeah,
hang
I think
on.
it's got got mixed
let me
around
go.
sometimes.
There we go. I'm raging now. Wild rage. Let's go. Oh, fuck yes. So, boys, Sawn, you probably wouldn't understand this, but Thorendir, you'd be able to see this. You can see Winfred burning, watching this pudding, like black pudding thing, burning in the flames, and you can see his fur start to go into like a smoky, shadowy substance. And what you can hear is the burning of Sloop de Loop, and the screams of the citizens of Sloop de Loop. Shortly afterwards, you see 3 bolts of necrotic energy shoot out to the 3 puddings in close proximity to me. So not the black pudding that's around the corner, but these 3 here. And as those bolts shoot out, you hear the screams sort of travel across the room. And I go into necrosis form. So each of those have got I think it's a DC 12. The Constitution save.
Cool. And do you want to roll the 1d12 damage for me, please?
1d12 damage. I'm pretty sure they get 1d12 or take 1d12 necrotic damage. So, like, depending on their rolls, they will take damage.
Yes, but you just roll the damage for me once, and then I'll...
Oh, okay, sure. All right, so I'll just roll 3d12.
No, 1d12.
Oh, 1d12?
And it's that same damage to all of them. So it's the strength of the...
Oh, yep. Okay, cool. So it's not separate damage. That's where I got confused. Yeah, okay, cool. 12.
Cool. And your DC modifier is 12, is that right?
Yep.
So 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your constitution modifier?
Has that changed? I don't think it's changed.
Let's double check, because it may be
My proficiency bonus is +3 now, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if that's changed at all.
Let's look at your...
8 plus 3 plus my constitution modifier, so 8, 3... 1, yeah, 12. Yeah, it's 12.
Okay. Alright, so one of them, the first one that you pushed into the fire, it's sort of glowing darkly, and you sort of drain life force from it, and it just sort of collapses and sort of turns to starts just billowing off sort of grey smoke, and stops squirming and stops moving. The one right behind you seems to just absorb that blow and doesn't really care. But the one sort of in the back corner of the room, you're leeching away its energy, and it sort of starts to lose a lot of its consistency and is leaving a lot of itself as a puddle on the floor.
Wonderful. I'm also going to roll my d12 for temporary hit points now.
Yep.
So I've got...
I'd just say that you get the 12.
Get the 12? Okay.
Right? Because that's the string.
12. It'd be 12 plus my barbarian level, so it'd be 18.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
I just think the amount of energy you're putting out is the amount of energy you're getting back, right? It's like the secret.
Yeah.
You put it out into the world and you get it back.
Yeah. I get you.
If you hit like and subscribe on the YouTube stream right now, you may get some good karma back from that world.
Good sell there. Good sell there. I like that.
Happy birthday.
I respect it.
You gotta weave in those CTAs. So, anything else from our dear Winfred?
I think that's it. I've done my bonus action. I've done my 2 attacks. I've killed an ooze. I've changed into necrotic form. I haven't figured out how to change my tile to represent my necrotic form, so I think we're good.
Cool. All right. So you don't want to move or anything? You don't have to.
No, I'm sitting here staring at the ooze burning.
Yeah. Cool. All right, Sorn.
Sorn will sidestep because he lost sight of the black pudding. And he sidestepped to regain sight on that black pudding. Well, in noticing Winfred using magic, Sorn will look over and say, you know magic. You are full of surprises. Interesting. And then send off a firebolt at the black pudding.
So it is going to be at disadvantage because you're in melee range of another creature.
Would I be able to change that by going?
I'll let you undo that because I mean, Sorn would know that by getting close to this thing. It's going to make it harder to cast his spells.
Yeah. Trying to think.
Kind of
There we go.
tactical.
There we go. Someone will jump back there.
So I guess you can move through. These guys would, I guess, be considered your allies. Yeah, you're able to kind of move back into the back corner of the room. Sure.
Jump back to here and just send the firebolt, and that is 16 fire damage.
All right. So, Pauly, you've obviously sort of this thing has come right up to you at the edge of this, just outside. The rest of the city, those who were gathered around outside, have kind of stepped back, and they see you facing off against this black pudding, and then sort of a blast of fire erupts around it, leaving sort of a halo, or almost like an eclipse of light around it, and bits of it are on fire. And then are quickly kind of snuffed out, but you see a lot of it burn away in steam.
Can I as a free action, start putting on this performance of stay back, citizens. The Pudding King has sent his forces to attack this what is the best store in all of Blingdenstone. Without this store, your city would not survive. It's the Pudding King's assault. For we need the amazing potions, cloaks, spell scrolls that the Rock Gnome Recluse has to offer.
Brilliant. Okay, yes. I will accept that more than 6 second talking as a free action.
I'm sorry, I just had to
course.
I mean, I wanted to get this sponsorship deal across, you know what I mean? It's really important, you know?
Yeah.
If we don't do good with the first sponsorship, who else is going to sponsor us, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. All right. Anything else, Sorn?
Nope, that is it.
Cool.
Sorry, I apologize. I was thinking about that the whole time. I thought it was my turn. Sorry, mate.
Winfred, one of the grey oozes its way to you, and reaches out with a pseudopod to smack you. I assume a 7 will not hit, as it sort of reaches up a tentacly arm and attempts to sort of grab hold of you, but you're able to easily bat that away.
7 definitely doesn't hit.
Sorn, the other sort of grey ooze, likewise is going to try and hit you. That one, the 8 to hit, I assume will not hit. As you kind of skip backwards up into the corner of the room. Pauly, it is your turn now.
Sorry, I jumped the gun on my advertisement there.
Some of the crowd is like, oh, this must be some kind of special sale. Oh, it's all a performance.
No. Yes. No. This is genuinely real. I'm gonna pretend it's hurt me as well. You know what I mean? In some way, and then make sure they all stay back. So we're defending them. You know what I mean? I want them all to move back. So not a performance. Definitely need to stay the fuck back. And then I'm gonna attack with Talon.
20 will hit.
Beautiful. I want to re-roll one of those sneak attacks. There's a one in there.
Mm-hmm.
Due to the pierce of feet, I should say that. Sorry.
Yep.
Bit better.
So that's a 15. Is that right?
That's correct. Yes.
Cool. 15 piercing damage as you sort of leap. You say, "Oh no, I've already been injured. Look out!" And then you sort of ram the rapier home into what's left of it. Now it doesn't seem to have a lot more consistency left, but it is still writhing, and its pseudopod still kind of reaching out to you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna run away this one, because I am worried about it attacking the townsfolk.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna attack with my dagger and then kind of use my body to or be the main target. So I might move back like 5 feet, but that's it.
Yeah, cool.
So I'll attack with my dagger. Yeah, 11.
11 certainly hits.
Just 6 damage.
Okay.
And then kind of just stand with weapons out like this, kind of basically, be the biggest target for the pudding.
Yep, absolutely. And making a lot of noise.
Yep.
Thorendir.
Yeah.
Pauly, make noise? Never.
How does this pudding look?
Not great.
Alright, cool. I'm going to move down here, and I'm going to attack it.
With?
My long sword. That's not great, eh? That's a 1, mate.
Yes. So you kind of fumble the sword, trying to get the finesse longsword out. In fact, because of the diamond hand, I think it kind of slides like you fail to sort of grip the hilt properly, and kind of fumble it, and the sword kind of falls on the ground as you pull it out.
Yeah, that's all right.
But because you drop it on the ground, it clatters to the floor next to the ooze. Part of it does get touched, sort of lands on the ooze, not really inflicting any damage. But you hear a sizzling and a bubbling, and sort of the sound of acid on steel that is quite a pungent smell, kind of assaults your nostrils.
Yeah. And because, by the way, I get to attack twice now because I'm level 6.
Mm-hmm.
I will then.
How good does it feel?
Yeah, no, I normally use my
bonus
action to attack, but because now I assume I don't have a longsword in my hand, I'll use.
You can pick it up, or you can pick it up as part of your attack action if you like.
Yeah, no, no point. Does the same damage as my rapier. Just and I will attack with my rapier. There's a 12 hit.
12 hits.
Yeah. And I'll roll damage. So that will be 4 piercing damage.
So you, similar to Pauly, start poking holes in this thing, and you also hear and smell more sizzling metal. And as you pull the rapier out, the rapier is covered in sort of pock marks of acid burns, and you've damaged some of the structural integrity of this weapon. It is now at a -1 penalty to damage.
Yeah, nice. So my weapons are shit anyway.
And you look down and see that the finessed longsword from Rakan is also in the same state. So if you could put a -1 damage to each of those in your inventory, please.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I will. 1 second. Has anyone been damaged yet, or no?
No.
No.
No?
I'm good.
Oh, cool. The one time I actually use Healing Word as a spell as a bonus action is not needed. Awesome. And then, I will... who's next in the fighting order? Is it Winfred or
Black Pudding? Then Winfred. Winfred already has Bardic Inspiration.
Has Bardic Inspiration, yep.
Yeah,
So,
I'm good.
Sword, my friend, show me what you've got. Show the party what makes you legendary. And I give Thorn Bardic Inspiration.
Cool. It is the Black Pudding's turn. One of its pseudopods kind of starts reaching out towards a member of the crowd who either doesn't speak Common or doesn't heed your warning, Pauly. But you're able to sort of get in front of it and you're trying to take up its attention. And so it is attempting to grab you. A 10 does not hit though. So you're able to just, get its attention, flapping your wings and cawing, and then it reaches out. The pseudopod reaches back from the other, from the citizen, and lunges at you. But you're able to deftly dodge out of the way.
I don't do like a flip. I mean, yes, I'm saying it's not a performance, but I want to make this a performance.
Absolutely. So you spread the wings out and sort of leap backwards, flipping back. And then coming down to rest slowly, having sort of jumped over the pseudopod. Winfred.
Perfect.
Well, first off, I'm going to attack this grey ooze in front of me. I'm just going to find my Warhammer again, because I've been looking through my stuff. Where is it? Fuck it, I'm going to go through the other page. Actions. Warhammer. Did an 18 hit?
Absolutely.
Cool. I'm just going to turn around from the one that I was watching burn in the flames, turn around, watch it there, and just one-handed swing, just clap it straight in its pseudopod head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for damage, and it does 7 damage, one-handed.
Like hitting a birthday cake with a hammer, just bits of ooze sort of flop and fly around the room. You have vanquished the ooze.
And then I'm going to leap over to this one over here, and I'm sort of just going to do like a leaping strike sort of thing. I can't move my tile. Why can't I do that?
Oh.
Can you unlock it for me, please?
Well, I've moved it now, but it should be.
So yeah, I'm gonna do a leaping strike and attack this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't seem to move it.
Yeah. Oh well, I've moved it for you now.
You cannot take this action while the game is currently paused. Apparently the game's paused for me.
It's not paused for me. I don't know what's going on with your computer, my dude.
To refresh your...
Oh no, it's not paused anymore. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I'm gonna attack this thing. I'm just gonna attack this thing. Real simple. Just like leap, strike, smack. Two-handed overhead.
Aww.
That's a natural 1.
Maybe it was the world itself pausing Winfred beyond the fourth wall, sort of held back from attacking with his mighty hammer.
Can I just canonically say that he tried to like kick off this chair here and then just fucking stumbled and landed on the floor?
Absolutely. Now I think we established as well that once you are raging, you can trigger your rage effect as a bonus action. I think we with that?
Yeah.
So as you land on the floor, more necrotic energy flies out of you. If you would like to.
I think it only affects targets up to 30 feet, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just scroll up a little bit.
Well, this one's within 5 feet of you, so...
No, I'm thinking about the other one that I can see. Within 30 feet. I'm just going to quickly measure this. Nah, it's a bit out of range. Yeah, I'll just attack the one in front of me. That's fine.
Tell me,
and I'll smack him for 1d12 necrotic damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's better. 11 damage.
So he's going to make a con saving throw. So whilst this necrotic energy sort of flies out as Winfred hits the dirt, this thing is sort of struck by it and unfazed by your nonsense.
Oh my god!
As we go to
it's gonna be one of those games, isn't it?
Sorn, you're up.
Okay. Well, Sorn, once again, Is it? Sorn, in noticing that there is a slime trying to get all up in his business, is going to, instead of dealing with that, he's going to, what's it called again? Transmuted Thunderstep to the black pudding.
Okay.
And I just need to see what the 10 feet of the space you left. Okay.
Does that affect allies?
Yes, but I'm going to use another sorcery point and use careful spell as well,
Okay.
so that Winfred automatically saves.
So
I just need to see what the range is when I land. Is it also 10 feet?
Most likely, if the AoE...
Yeah, if it's 10 feet when I leave, then it's 10 feet when I arrive. Alright. So he's going to pop that Thunderstep, which is 26 damage. It's going to do 26 fire damage. So old mate that I left takes 26 fire damage. And the black pudding takes 26 fire damage. And
Winfred takes 13 fire
half
damage?
of that, 13 fire damage.
Yeah.
to mark
And
off.
the area around you in the store kind of catches alight with some fire. You scorch some shelves, some knickknacks,
Oh, well.
some Funko Pops, that are up there. And you appear with a clap behind the
I'd like to appear with more of an explosive sound instead of a clap, because it is
that's
fire
Yeah.
damage.
so there's sort of a whoosh of flame, Pauly, that you can see behind what's left of the black pudding, and it sort of crumbles and turns to steam, and all that's left is sort of a bit of a puddle on the floor.
And then I'm just going to go, behold the power of Thorendir Grimsbane.
Someone will just be left standing there in the smoldering ashes, shaking his head. Oh.
So far, in our first combat with Sorn, we've seen Thorendir hoof it up to high ground, Winfred trip over a chair, and then Pauly announce Sorn as Thorendir. We're off to a really good start, lads.
Everything that we all do now is just towards the might of Thorendir Grimsbane.
Except now everyone thinks that I'm Thorendir Grimsbane.
No. They didn't see you do it. All they saw was the pudding there and then a big explosion. That's the way I see
explosion
it.
and me standing on the other side of it.
The pudding fades away, and Pauly gives his behold. But then, as the black pudding kind of melts down and nothing is left, the only other person standing in the corridor, in the entrance of that shop, is a drow, who's sort of looking out, perhaps eyes a little bit narrowed,
Just like,
and half the crowd is like, oh, and have some of them run away, and yeah, some of them are like, oh, some of them clap, absolutely though, and a few of them walk up to you and say in undercommon, Sorn, because a lot of these don't speak common, these gnomes, but you understand them perfectly. Some of them coming up to Pauly and kind of shaking his hand and rubbing his feathers and stuff. A few of them come up to you and say, Mr. Diamond Hand, Mr. Grimsbane, it's an honor. We don't get your. Look, I'm sorry. I've been bigoted against drow all my life, but this colorful creature here, I think called you. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
No. This is not.
They're speaking in undercommon. You can't understand them.
You don't understand anything he's saying.
Damn it.
You can hear them. You can hear them shaking his hand,
this.
and you don't hear the undercommon
I've
words,
got
but
this.
you do.
I've got this.
You pick out You do pick out Grimsbane.
He is
They
talking
say
to
Grimsbane
me.
occasionally.
I've got this. Yes, this is the what's the word? One of the many subordinates of Thorendir Grimsbane. He is the strong, powerful mage who makes sure that Grimsbane is strong and safe at all times.
Sorn is just standing here, scratching his head, and say,
And I'm just gonna whisper to him, go along with it.
Sorn's just looking at Pauly, and he'll say, "I do believe you meant Grimsbane," and then he will look at the
one of the
townsfolk
gnomes
and be like,
One of the gnomes
I am
says,
not.
Oh, sorry.
He'll go, I am not Thorendir. Thorendir is back there. I am a recent acquaintance of his. Though I hear he is mighty, I am Sorn.
While all this is taking place, Thorendir literally picks up the sword that was in the acid, looks at it and goes, "God damn, you've never been any help. You were the worst ranger I've ever known." Puts it away. But then, obviously hearing a commotion out the front, because I'm standing on the table in the shop, whips out the dulcimer, diamond hand, just starts whipping out a fucking tapping a rhythm, and just starts jamming out a fucking ballad, singing out the glory of Grimsbane, echoing through the halls.
Give me a performance check, but it's going to be at a disadvantage because you're not quite used to this, the weight of this hand.
Okay. With disadvantage? Will a 23 be okay?
A 23 would be decent, for sure.
Exact
Love that you
same, the
rolled
exact same roll.
Moradin gives. Moradin doesn't take away. So
It's the diamond hand.
the sweet sounds of the dulcimer sort of lead their way out of the store. The gnomes who were talking to you, Sorn, say like, I'm sorry, of course, yeah, you're not Thorendir. But this bird keeps sort of pointing at and around you and calling and saying Grimsbane. Are we getting that one correctly? I don't really understand any of the other words he's saying.
Yeah,
It seems like Grimsbane seems very important.
Sorn realizing Grimar and Grimsbane and the connection, he will go, I do not know of Grimsbane, I know of Thorendir. You will have to speak to him on that.
Oh, okay. Do you want to tell him that saying it slower and louder is not helping?
Grimsbane.
Sorn will look over at Pauly and take a coin from his pocket and flick it at Pauly's head and just to get his attention, and then just shh.
You're right. That's how they're going to understand. And I take out 20 copper pieces and I'm going to start flicking fucking coins every time it's Grimsbane, 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 Grimsbane.
They kind of pick up the
in a
coins.
theater, but a coin smacks on your head.
If we ever play this live, if we ever play this with a crowd, I want to throw money at people in the crowd.
Yeah, we'll just get a heap of those little chocolate coins.
Mate, I'll throw 1 and 2 cent coins at people. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I feel like the chocolate coins, because they're pretty
more
big,
fun.
they're actually they're heavier as well.
More of a better impact sound when they smack a forehead,
Yeah. I would also walk over real quick just because Sorn would realize that Pauly's not quite getting it. And this is not really the way to use this cantrip, but if you'll allow it, Sorn would just like to walk up, put his hand on Pauly's shoulder, and cast guidance to sort of give him the insight to know that stop saying Grimsbane.
Wait, can I please, is there a way that I can, Yeah. What?
Right.
I shouldn't be saying Grimsbane. Why shouldn't I be saying Grimsbane?
Oh god. Sorn will just
Your
explain the situation.
Your throws get a lot more accurate though.
Yeah.
Whilst you're under the guidance of Talos, you're just pegging everyone between the eyes.
They're like lightning. They're like a crack of lightning. But yeah, Sorn will explain to Pauly, or try to explain in the history of the Grimsbanes and the Grim. And be this is
No, we know. It's
a
fine.
surefire way.
We know
to
it's
stir
fine.
up a lot of trouble.
Yeah, we're in Blingdenstone. We'll pretend to not be the followers of Grimsbane then. Or we won't at all. Fuck him.
Aren't we going to them next for help?
Yeah.
Sorn just doesn't understand this reasoning, and will make his way back up to the store and
Sorry,
just
1 second, guys.
apologize to the gnome for singeing some of his store.
He looks a bit. At first, he's kind of wary of you, like he's afraid. He's just seen you erupt in flames, right, and disappear, and then like sort of walk back in, and so he's a little bit apprehensive. Give me a persuasion check to see how good this sort of calming down, speaking to him in Undercommon is.
I would also like to use one of my d8s.
Okay. Yeah. I saw you'd cash one of those in.
Oh, well, it's all good. That was a 20. 24.
Yeah, absolutely. So your sort of calming words. At first, he's sort of afraid, making sort of symbols and gestures. Deep brother, protect me. And then, but you're able to talk in sort of that calming, soothing, like you would say, approach a horse if horses were in the Underdark, and it's okay. Like I'm sorry, and just speaking softly to this gnome. He kind of settles and he's like, "Oh no, I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry I shouldn't have judged you based on the point of your ears and the color of your skin. Look, I need to be more open-minded about that and maybe do some reading. I don't know. Just to have a real reflect about that. I shouldn't have just judged your entire by the actions of the propaganda that we've been fed. Perhaps it seems like there are good drow.
Sorn will jump in and say, "They are not lies, but I am not one of those drow."
The small spattering of coins that Pauly has been throwing around. One of the shopkeeper kind of picks one up that's kind of bounced in or bounced around somewhere, and he says to you, Sorn, in Undercommon, he's like, "Oh, is this surface money?" And he's kind of looking at it. He's like, "Oh, this. I don't recognize any of these kind of markings." There's a friend of mine just got back from Grimport recently and said that there's been an influx of surface world coins there as well, but nobody knows where they came from.
We will probably find out. I have no doubt. I don't know where we're going, but this bunch seems to travel a lot, so I will make note of that.
Can you repeat that? Sorry. I know I was part of the conversation. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I need to add that to my notes anyway.
Okay. So does Sorn tell the party?
Yes.
Okay. A friend of his, another merchant that's come back from Grimsport recently, says that there's an influx of surface world coins there as well.
Right. Okay.
But nobody knows where they've come from.
Alright, okay. Interesting. So there may be other surface dwellers there. Well, if there's a massive influx of surface coins being handed around, that means there's someone that has a massive amount of coins to be taken. So I think this grim trip has a double meaning now. Just saying. Extra acid for you, Sorn.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, and pretty much while he's saying this, Thorendir is just now walking out of the fucking cave, just fucking battling our tunes, bro.
Yeah.
Sorn will just
Winfred
follow.
sort of like picks himself up from the ground and comes out of nightmare form and be like, "Oh, my head. I think I blacked out for a second there. Did I faint? What happened?"
No, I can't be doing. I'm battling out tunes, bro. I'm fucking singing my chops off.
Like
They
Winfred
left
win.
without me. They
No.
do this every year.
Oh, well, now that Thorendir's like come out, I'm gonna like announce him to the crowd. You know what I mean? Like make this big fucking like, like show out of it, and then I'll
Nope.
as he
Hey, it's my other character.
as he pops out, I'm just gonna go back in, and then I'll go talk to Winfred. Winfred, buddy, come on, get up. It's okay.
Okay, my head hurts.
Don't worry about your head. It's a big thick skull you got there. Don't
Oh,
stress.
God. I suppose I've got plenty more of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. That's all right.
As you guys leave, you see like Reynard hanging around for a bit, and then actually give me perception checks.
I will guidance everyone.
Is guidance a cantrip?
Is that perception checks from all of us?
Yep, guidance is a cantrip.
Yeah, I think I think it's a bit too meta to say like you can guidance everyone because it's you can guidance one person.
All right, I'll just guidance myself because everyone's rolling, and mine's at disadvantage for some reason still because I'm not in sunlight.
So no, 24. You got like a natural 20.
No, that was.
Well, I got a
this
one
situation.
because I'm
I
literally
got an eight.
jamming out. I'm not even paying
17
attention.
Yeah.
/ roll 1d4. That's a 21.
Yeah, I got 20. I got 22.
No, that's a 19.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay, Pauly, you notice like Reynard's kind of loitering around back inside the store as you guys are getting ready to leave, and as you kind of walk out, you see him pulling those dresses of spider silk out of his bag, putting them on the counter, and asking for how much is he going to get paid for this.
Huh? Ah, good idea, Reynard. That's a very, very smart move. Yeah, we'll get
says-
the price on that.
He says, "These are mine. I took them."
Okay, you know what? I'm feeling pretty generous right now. You just give me half of what you make out of it, and then that's perfect. That's fair enough, mate.
Someone will just pipe in a little bit and be like, was he not traveling with you directly?
Yeah, exactly.
Before?
That's what I mean. We fed him,
Did
we
he-
clothed him, we did all this stuff for him. I mean,
Did
it's
he
only
work?
fair that we get half of it.
Did he work?
Hey, ration. I'm not sharing this with anyone else. This is going right into the ship's coffer. But plunder is always split, and I'm giving him a good ratio on this one.
He says, "Well, I didn't get any potions. I didn't get any of the gold from the split."
You will, but now you are. You're getting half of it from these spider silks.
Someone's just gonna like wander.
I'm out here killing were-rats and fighting drow priestesses, and this guy, sight unseen, gets a share of the booty. What has he done? I've been here for years.
Someone will just yell
1
back
second.
over his shoulder.
Wait, is your hair long? Is your hair long?
Mine.
Dawn.
Yeah, yours. Is Swan's hair long?
It's like shoulder length.
Can you just like, all right, just give me a pose there, Sawney, and then I want you to like flop the hair around. I'm like, can you do that? No, you fucking can't, because you're a bold
No.
Gith Yankee cunt. Sorry.
Someone's just gonna turn around and say, I pulled you back from the brink. So what's your turn?
And anyway, I'm just gonna go like, Reynard, look, I'm not saying you're not gonna get your share. And then I want to talk to the rock gnome recluse. I'm like, how much are these bad boys? I've just taken over the haggling. I'm all
Yeah.
about the haggling, so taking it over.
He kind of looks at it, he's like, well, I mean, drow clothing, spider silk, not really liked a lot in these parts. You don't find many gnomes wearing the spider silk. It's going to be real hard to shift. Oh, look, and he's got, hold on, he's got, where did I write the treasure? He's put like 5 dresses on the table there, and he says, look, best I can give you for him is 100 gold each."
Someone
Ah.
just wants to add to this.
Mhm.
And just say to Pauly, I believe if we were to hold on to these, I don't know where you're going, but if you make it to the surface, I know that not many drow make it that far, so they could be exotic up there. Fetch it down here. May fetch a better price.
All right.
Before you say it, Sawn, you would know that this clothing in particular, you can kind of feel the magic a little bit. It does have a little, like a sort of a light touch of magic in it, but that kind of makes it, always like it like never creases. Like it just always like falls nice. It always hugs the right places. So they are very fetching. However, you would know that drow magic like this does fade if the garment is exposed to sunlight. So if it is brought to the surface, which it can be, it's sort of like one of those very collector pieces where you can't ever take it out during the day.
Okay. Yeah, that's sick.
Yep. So
All right,
would
cool. We're definitely
reiterate that
doing
point.
that. I'm just gonna like run up to Thorendir, whisper to Thorendir, "Hey, Thorendir, I need 250 gold. We need to pay Reynard. He's being a shitbag about it."
Thorendir's jamming out, bro. He doesn't hear. He rolled a 1 on a perception check, bro.
Okay, all right. I'm just gonna
jamming
rifle.
out.
I'm gonna rifle through his bag and then just
down
take
outside.
200.
He's getting money. He's
Alright.
getting money. He's getting money. From these people.
I'm just gonna rifle through his bag and take 250 gold out, and then like leave a note saying Reynard, I owe you.
I have a.
I think I've done that to
another
someone
option.
at the pub before, right? Like, just like, I need some cash. I'll be right back.
Someone has a different option. If you would like, if the party would like to hear.
I'm just gonna run back in and then just like give Reynard the two. Like scoop the dresses up.
As Pauly's going to give the money, Sawn, you can put in your other option.
Son would say, as this would be my gamble on making more, and I would find a way to, because they were a little bit in tatters, weren't they?
No, these are excellent dresses. There were some in the building that were all in tatters, but these ones that were in the cupboard that Reynard fell into all look immaculate.
Sorn would say, as this would be my gamble to try and make money, I will pay the 500 gold for them now, and then split the profits with you later.
Yeah.
Reynard will hand 250 gold to Pauly, not Reynard, Sorn, and 250 gold to Reynard.
Okay.
Perfect.
So
All right, so I'll just give I'll sweeten the deal because I've got 250 gold still. Is that correct? So you're paying the whole amount, the 500 gold, or we're splitting it for now?
I'm paying the whole 500.
Okay, cool. All right, so the 250 I took from Thorendir, I'll chuck another 50 gold Reynard's way, and then I'll put the rest back into Thorendir's back pouch.
So let's maths this all up. Thorendir, you lost 50 gold. Sorn, you lose 500 gold.
Yep.
Pauly, you gain 250 gold.
Well, no. I put the other 200 gold back, 200 gold into
250.
Wait, yeah, I put 200 back into Thorendir's pouch.
Okay.
So I've lost 50 gold.
You've lost 50 gold, yes.
You've lost 50, but then gained 200.
Yeah.
I think that no, you've gained 250. So all up, you're up 200. Sorn's down 500. Reynard is up 300.
That's correct. Yeah, yeah. I'm not giving the whole amount. I'm not giving the whole amount of Reynard. Fuck no, I said half. I was being nice about it. So yeah, you gained 200 gold.
So he takes that money. He hands the 5 dresses to you, Sorn. So if you want to write down 5 drow dresses.
Yep.
Spider silk shaped dresses.
I've got spider silk dresses, magical dress made by the drow.
Yeah, perfect. And if you want to put a little note in there saying that you paid essentially 100 gold per dress, I have in here how much I think they're worth in different locations, but that'll remind me to go check those prices. Because I'm sure you'll like dump it on, like you'll be like in the middle of a boss battle versus a lich, and you'll be like, whoa, how much can I sell these dresses for?
Yeah, well, look, and there is a lich that is out there.
It's alright. Gift to the Gab's really got to come in handy if we fumble that roll. Go roll
Also,
again.
yeah. Also favored by the gods.
Yeah.
Just
This
double
is
it
the
up.
rest of the campaign. There's actually no more monsters from here on out. It's purely Sid Meier's
Selling the
Pirates,
dress.
where you go to different locations, buy things, go to a different location, see what price you can get.
Yeah.
I am so okay with that. That's one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
This is Freelancer Alpha 1-1, but in the Underdark. Cool. All right. Well, I think that is a pretty good place to end off as the party makes their way back to the Foaming Mug. A bit of a crowd following them. Thorendir, you've received a couple of copper pieces, probably about 20 copper pieces. Most people have actually kept Pauly's one as like a bit of a souvenir, but then given you their copper pieces, right? Like of their local Underdark currency. As the coinage on Pauly's coins, the emblems are probably quite different and quite unique.
All right, so if we go, I'm just gonna quickly tally all our stuff. That
The 500 gold Sawn spent came directly from his pocket, not of any share of anything.
yeah, but including all the potions, scrolls, and everything, our individual party gold, so pretty much our shares. Pauly's pretty much spent all of his. We have about 1,500 gold each.
Cool. I assume,
that's
obviously,
math.
you're keeping track of everyone's kind of share.
Everyone, it's
and
share.
now I don't. It doesn't have to be this way, but do you do it where it's like? I can't remember if this was how it actually happened in Sid Meier's Pirates. Like you only had to pay your crew whenever you landed somewhere, right? So when they go for shore leave, that's when they get their share.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to dish out the money now and then it sort of starts
No.
fresh. Or whether you...
My gold is the party gold. Timmy looks after the ship. Thorendir has no part of that.
Okay.
Timmy just spent the ship's share.
As long as you're all keeping,
Hey,
as long as you're all keeping track of it, because I'm certainly not.
We're getting the ship built for free. I wasn't too worried about it, and I look really cute in this fucking coat now, so I don't care.
Did Pauly ever say anything? You still don't have your coat. That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow I'll look really cute in this coat.
Yeah, instead of getting
Pauly
gold off
ever-
of monsters, Winfred just takes pieces of their fucking body parts and just like adapts it to his kit somehow.
He's
Did
got
Pauly
one of the
ever-
snakes from the drow hair, like one of the white snakes coiled around an arm.
Yeah, I've got like the Kraken puka shell necklace, the deep skull. By the end of this, I'm just going to be looking like something out of Monster Hunter.
Ironically,
Kraken!
we've still made more gold above surface than we have below, but we've gained so many artifacts that are worth so much more money. We just haven't sold them yet.
Did Pauly ever disclose to the group his diamonds that he was handed?
No, not yet. I will.
No.
Okay. No,
The time is right, maybe.
Yeah.
What do we actually? Oh yeah, I'll do it when we're back on the ship.
Yeah, easy.
I'll do it next time. It's fine. Doesn't really matter.
Cool.
Oh my god! Ironically, I could have just bought fucking Timmy's thing, which is 3 fucking Pedro gems that I have.
Oh, you have
Hold on.
1,000.
Oh no, they're 1,500, and I've got 3 of them.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But that no.
That's right. I don't mind anyway. I just need the bloody thing.
Yeah, no, but it's just we're not necessarily cash rich, we're asset rich.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
like,
we're
hey,
cash
We need
poor.
when we get to the service, we need to exchange out all our currencies and stuff. Probably be worth like all the gems and shit probably be worth more on the surface.
I mean, the gems probably like pretty
Yeah, the
even
gems.
everywhere. Coinage, like you take a huge loss going from like one continent to another. You know what I mean? Like they always get
Yeah,
you at the
the
exchange.
Yeah,
Fuck,
that's true.
man, you lose a bit of percentage there. Yeah, gems are one of those things that's like it's good anywhere, right? Like they're universal.
Yeah. Look, just remember, no matter how poor we get, we could always, how much do I really need a pinky in this game? Like,
It's like in
You can't shako without a
you
pinky.
can't shake it.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it!
Then it just looks like you're just like shaking a thumbs up.
I know.
A thumbs
A
up with
very-
Parkinson's.
Enthusiastic thumbs up.
Thumbs up, yeah. Parkinson's, yeah, Jacob Parkinson's sonny.
For sure. What was I going to say? Yeah. What I want to do actually from here as we continue on, and this is sort of on a meta level, we'll kind of wrap up here. But I want to reach out to some of the people who aren't playing, mostly like Maddie and even maybe even some of the guys in the side quest. But I want to get them to run an NPC kind of faction or a couple of factions, and there's definitely going to be a faction that has to do with the Underdark and the Grimport specifically, and I want to get them to kind of make decisions on what they're going to ask you guys to do.
I'm going to be fucking executed.
That's cool. I like that.
You're going to be executed. Yes.
No. I mean, at a meta level, any character I am playing will be executed because they always want to see my characters die.
Well, you have had a lot of characters.
Because they keep trying to kill the fucking things.
So yeah, I want to use this as a test case because once you get to the surface, I've been planning out mostly because I actually still haven't been watched One Piece, but I've been almost re-listening to the Seven Warlords song a lot, and I want to I've got a plan for about 6 or 7 factions that are going to be on the surface that all have their own. They're essentially all going to have their own wants and needs. And they'll be effectively playing diplomacy while you guys play D&D. So they're going to be trying to influence or influence you to try and get you to do things for them. And also they're going to be trying to take over each other's areas as well in sort of a longer term game. It's going to be a little bit ambitious. We'll see how we go.
No, I'm all about it. I'm all about this. This is going to be so sick.
So there's going to be opportunities for people not in the game to kind of role play and kind of make decisions for those factions.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So that's kind of cool. I'll probably reach out to you guys and get more ideas as we get closer to that anyway. And also the other thing I posted in the group, the next month we're going to be joining with a couple of other streams like Raging Rolls and a couple of others in an event for October, and we're going to be trying to raise money for Beyond Blue.
Hell yeah.
So next month, I'll encourage you to... I never do this, but I'll encourage you to get people on board and see if we can get people to donate money and stuff.
Absolutely. Let's do that.
That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, mate.
Chuck something on your TikTok too, Jacob.
Yeah, I'll give it a
Fucking
shot.
A.
Give it a
That'd
shot.
be sweet.
Fucking A.
Cool. All right, well, that's it from me. Is there anything else you lads want to talk about before I close it all up?
No, good game, boys.
That was perfect. That was a fun game. That was good. That was a good session.
That was a bit of fun. I don't get to have fun with necrotic form very often, so like I was enjoying that one.
Happy birthday again, Jacob.
And happy birthday,
buddy.
Jacob.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, guys.
Happy
This was
birthday.
awesome.
Happy birthday,
It
dude.
was awesome.
Yeah.
I've actually had a really great day despite being in lockdown. Like I got pancakes for breakfast, and then like we just had a really chill day at home, and then like I'm not sure if you guys noticed before, but I was like.